Hey lovelies, my name is Noria. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm finally doing an update video to my industrial piercing. I think that initial video was put up in September of 2021. It is now 2024. It has been a while. I think it's one of my most watched videos, and I still get a bunch of comments to this day, either getting feedback, some people asking if I still have my industrial piercing. So I'm just here to kind of answer some of those questions and give you guys an update. So yes, I still have my industrial. It is still my favorite piercing that I have. We've been through some up and downs. I will say, looking back at my old video, the only thing I would really change would be to don't be like me, don't be dumb, and play around with your piercing, especially like for the first year. Let it just do its thing, let it heal. That's mainly the main thing with that. Keep cleaning it. Also, don't be like me and stop doing everything like a month after I made that video. So I think I was good for about, I'm trying to think, I think I had that piercing I think I got it in July, so August, September. I would say about 4 months is when I stopped like caring. I started, I was less careful when I was taking off my mask at the time. Instead of taking it off on that ear first, I did it on the other side. I was sleeping on it again, and I kind of stopped cleaning it. Don't be like me. Don't do those things, especially sleeping on it. I think that was my biggest downfall, because exactly like a year and a month after my piercing, I got my first piercing bump. So that was a little disappointing. I actually still have it. You guys can see like right there, there is a little bump. It's not a keloid. It doesn't have that texture. It is just a bump. I also got one above in the back and in the back on the bottom below. Those come and go though. Those aren't, they don't bother me. And also mine, I feel, is small enough that unless you know what you're looking for, or you're that close to my face, which you shouldn't be, you can't really tell that I have that. You can kind of see it, but you can't really tell. So I was kind of lucky in that front, because yeah, I started sleeping on it almost immediately after that video, and I think that's what did me in. I got cocky, and then year and a month later, here we go, and I've been rocking her ever since. She's only been this big, and it's not so much of an issue that I felt like I needed to take mine out. I still love this piercing to death, so she's staying and we're good. But I do have a couple of things I do want to address. Let me see. I already said don't twist. If you're gonna get an industrial, if you haven't already, and you are thinking about getting one, do yourself a favor and do not get it on the side you sleep on. I was a right side sleeper, and nothing I could do would change that. Even if I tried to sleep on my left, I would always gravitate towards my right. So just do yourself a favor. If you're a right side sleeper, get a left industrial piercing, and vice versa. Save yourself that trouble. I'm lucky enough to kind of had a situation to where I'm forced to sleep on my back now, slash I can sleep on my left side, not so much my right. So this is having a chance to heal. I say heal, and just try to get rid of that piercing bump. Know that everyone's healing process is going to be different. I know some of the comments we were saying, hey, I was like 2 months out and I still couldn't like really move up and down. I'm like, that's fine. My sister and I got the piercing kind of at the same time, and she got keloids. Like, she actually had big keloids on the top, on the bottom, to the point where she ultimately just took out her industrial piercing and said, screw it. I was lucky enough, I only had the bump, and I've just been kind of maintaining it, trying not to make it worse. How I've been maintaining it, initially, I would just every now and then just clean it with saline solution. Same with the dial, the same products I used in that initial video. I'll have that video linked down below too, so you guys can reference that. But that's pretty much all I did. I am about to use a new product, and this, I just ordered this off of Amazon. It's from Base Laboratories, and it's their piercing bump solution. And basically what this says to do, basically this is a solution that soothes and strengthens bumps, keloids, and scars. How to apply, it says gently massage or our oil onto your bump, keloid, scars 2 to 3 times a day until healed. I think on the listing it said it could take anywhere up to 3 weeks. It's probably gonna take me about 6 or so, because I can barely remember to put this on once a day, let alone twice. So I'm going to just be applying this once a day, probably at night, to this, and see what happens in a month, 2 months, whatever. I'll come back for that update. Again, I'm not super pressed on getting this smaller, but if it can help, great. So I will be trying this again. I bought it off of Amazon. I'll have it linked down below. I can't talk about it now because I've barely been using it consistently. I've probably remembered to use it like once or twice a month. So I'm actually having it in my calendar now to apply this daily. So I'll let you guys know those results. But yeah, that's pretty much the update. It's still here, it's still going strong. I did change out the bars to be an all black one. I did find that my other bar was too small. Granted, when I first got it pierced, it was perfect. I love my piercer for giving me a smaller bar because it caught less on things. But as time passed on, I started noticing that in pictures, like part of my ear would be pushed in. I think just because the bar was like a little too small as my piercing healed. So I did upgrade to a slightly longer one. Good so far. I am probably never taking this out, so if you ever come across this video later, know that I will most likely still have my piercing. And again, any other tips, I would say that first video I did, pretty much just stick doing that. Don't twist it. Try not to traumatize your piercing and leave it alone for the first year. That's pretty much all I have to say to that. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. I will keep you guys updated on that piercing solution. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.